My name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is the general reading for Rabbit, August, September time. I apologise for being a bit tardy again on these. I'm going to stop setting myself a schedule because work's been crazy. I'm sorry. So anyway, general reading. General reading rules apply. You know, timing's not absolute, never is with any form of divination. If someone else appears in this reading where there isn't really a somebody else as such, then roles can get reversed, so I can think I mean you and it's them and vice versa. The only bit of housekeeping I want to say is there is a link down there for a Facebook page for this channel. Certainly now that YouTube have stopped their email notifications, the Facebook page will be useful. But also I don't just post my own videos on there. I also post the astrology videos that I'm following and learning from, and sometimes some other items as well. Yeah, that's it. So let me bring up your cards, Rabbit. Now, there is a general theme here of it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. Now, you're obviously in a situation where there is slow progress on something that you truly believe is going to come around and is going to happen, or that something that you truly believe that you need to search off for. And you're right, that sneaking sensation of this is where I need to go, this is where I need to be, that's correct. We have High Priestess here, Magician to the High Priestess here, and trusting your intuition. And the fact is that you are allowed to dream at the moment. Wishing well card here that's saying basically throw your desires out to the universe and see what comes back. You might be pleasantly surprised. But this is desires about you doing something yourself. We have that creative endeavor card just here. However, it's not easy at the moment, is it, Rabbit? You know, there's we have hexagram number 47, Kun, exhaustion, and it is marsh above and water below. Things are slow going. The amount of resources that seem to be around are limited and scant. And you are guided here to seek assistance from somebody, to seek help from somebody. Or the other way that I read this when I first lay these cards down was that you are being led to see the value in something, right, that you are leading yourself even, it's your intuition, but with the assistance of somebody else, you will see the value of your intuition. You will see the value of what it is that you are wanting to accomplish, what you are wanting to create. And yes, you will be called to defend that, but you will be more than capable, and that will be with the assistance of somebody else, because there is no doubt that there is conflict around you. There is a lot of competing agendas, needs, wants, desires that are around you, and they may appear like they stand in your way. But the fact is that these conflicts that are around you are irrelevant. Absolutely and totally irrelevant. They are something that you can move past, you can move through, and you take as much involvement as you need to in these conflicts, but also as little as possible. One thing that this hexagram warns about is about remaining true to yourself. And you can do that if you are following what your intuition has been saying, even though you may be going, well, my intuition has been saying this for 18 months and it's still not happened. It's still not, No, because it doesn't happen in isolation. There is some event coming here with the Wheel of Fortune that indicates that if you are proceeding forward with your dream, if you are listening to your intuition and proceeding forward with the dream that you have, with the wish that you want to make, because if you want to do magic, you do everything that you can to help that magic succeed in the real world, in the practical world. For example, if you are wanting to cast a spell to pass an exam, you need to sit the exam. There's no point expecting you to get the certificate through for having passed it without sitting down and doing the exam. You know what I mean? So you have to back it up with real world actions, but your wishes and your dreams have quite a bit of power here, as long as you are not getting distracted by all this conflict that's around you, which you may well have to be involved in, but that needs to be limited involvement. You just do what you have to do because you are preparing for this new project, this new phase of life, this new way of being, and you are building a transformative structure once you are totally at ease with the fact that, yeah, I'm going to do this. Progress has been slow, but then, Rabbit, why has progress been slow? Progress has been slow because of all this conflict around you. Fine. Progress has been slow because the world hasn't quite been ready for what it is that you're wanting to do. But let's be quite honest, progress has also been slow because you've been distracted and you've not put all the energy in that is required to bring this thing about. But the Devil card, as you may know, I always clarify the Devil card with my Demon Possessed Tarot, and I've got Belial here in the form of Judgment. Belial distributes promotions and high offices and causes one to be liked. Now you are seeking assistance. And you are seeking assistance to defend what it is that you are wanting to bring into being. You have to believe in that dream, and then there is some change coming, some positive change coming that's going to blindside you. But it's in your interest. And what this Justice to Hanged Man card indicates to me is, well, clarified by the Knight of Wands, so it'll be fast. But it will seem very, very chaotic. But if you have been working to be true to yourself because you have got a stable foundation at the moment, believe it or not, 2 kings on this bottom row, King of Pentacles, King of Cups. And if you are relying purely on yourself and your own guidance, you can strategically take advantage of whatever this change is that's coming in. There's a certain beauty about this. Tiger had a phenomenally good reading, and your reading is quite similar to Tiger's, but you've got to put a bit more work in. You've got to... Tiger had already got the ball rolling, and I rather feel that you've been going, this is what I want to do. Can I do it now? No? Oh. How about now? No? Oh. How about now? No. Oh. And it's almost like you want to do it, but is there a point if you're going to keep getting knocked back? Now is the time to start doing it. And it's not going to appear like the time to start doing it, but now is the time to start doing it. With assistance, with somebody showing you the value of what it is. Now, bear in mind, with this 5 to 6 of coins clarified by the 7 of wands, this person who is helping you see the value in what it is that you're trying to do, they're not necessarily your friend. They could be, I mean, they may be your friend, I don't know. But they could be somebody who is attacking what it is that you want to do, because they see it as stupid and ridiculous and useless. And you are like, but it's this and it's that and it's the other. And it isn't until these words enter your mouth that you suddenly go, hang on a minute, yeah, it is this, that and the other. It is worth fighting for. It is worth doing. It is worth proceeding in this direction. So, you know, don't expect this help might be all sweetness and light, but don't be guaranteed that it's all sweetness and light, especially with the amount of conflict that's around at the moment and the fact that you are being this assistance in you seeing the value in what you're doing is coming along with that urge to defend it. So it's it may be that you'll end up doing this in spite of somebody rather than because of somebody. But that's not such a bad thing. But you have to contemplate what your next moves forward are and open yourself up to your intuition a little more, because yeah, you have the force of will to do it, but you still need a little bit of guidance, and you still need to make sure that you do totally believe in this dream. This being forced to defend the dream is half the journey, and then you've got to go, yeah, that's right. Now I know it's right rationally. Do I emotionally believe it? Because two different things. But once you are emotionally believing it, then things are happening in your favour. Although it may not look initially in your favour, because the going right now is tough. You know, things are not automatically and obviously clicking into place. But I will say, you get behind your dream, your plan, and things are clicking into place. It's just not all that obvious. And you have to be strategic and know what you need to leave behind. But partly what you'll be leaving behind is a lot of this conflict, because from these two cards, what I am feeling is, if you are, oh no, it's not even as emotional as that. I was going to say, well, I don't care what you think, I'm going to go do it anyway. But when somebody says that, they normally say it because they do care what the other person thinks. And whereas here, you are truly not caring what the other person thinks. So why what the other person thinks has, all it's done is help sharpen up and define your vision of the future moving forward. Now, we have verse 72 from the Tao Te Ching. When people lack a sense of awe, then disaster will descend upon them. Do not narrow the living space of the mind. Do not reject the inherent character. Remember what I was saying. Be true to yourself. Because one does not reject, one will not be rejected. This is why the sage knows himself but does not flaunt himself. He loves himself but does not value himself. Therefore he discards one and takes the other. You are being called to love yourself by having faith in your dreams and having faith in your intuition. You are not rejecting the other person if it is assistance that comes in a more argumentative form. You're just going, nothing to do with me. You've helped me define what I needed to define. Now I'm moving on. Because in this row, you really do not care what they say. Not in the teenager, I don't care what they say, when you obviously do. No, you don't. It's irrelevant. You know, it does not feature. They did you a favour, but now their opinions, or I don't want to say opinion because that sounds really mean and really harsh and quite ego-based. I want to say that their interpretation of your idea, plan, journey is irrelevant. Is non-existent by the time you get into this modern middle column, because you are building a structure, Capricorn energy, remember, with the Devil card, and it's also, from the Devil card, the two that are chained purely from their own free will. Yes, you are chaining yourself to an idea purely of your own free will. And they are chains that later, if you want, you can just go, yep, I've finished now. But this is something that you have been pushed towards doing. And you are being told, trust your intuition. My life is truly guided is the little slogan on the bottom of it. And this, on the bottom of the decks, 5 of Swords indicating a victory, especially with the World card right underneath. 8 of Pentacles showing how much work it is. 9 of Pentacles echoing the end of the reading, showing that, yeah, you are being guided here and it's stuff that you need to look. In fact, the only opinion, by the last 2 columns of this reading, the only opinion that matters is yours. You have to have belief in your idea. And we also have the 5 to the 6 of Cups, which is, well, as I'm interpreting it, it's almost like an event that is an healing salve after turmoil, after some form of loss. Something comes to you that, oh, now, I don't want to say makes it better, because it makes it sound like you've got a boo-boo. But, you know, it is something that makes the past loss just another story, just another memory, just another learning experience that you have been through. End of. That's a really nice reading, Rabbit. So good luck with this. Have faith. Develop the faith. That's what you need to do. Develop the faith in your own dreams. Okay. Right, so your next readings probably be your monthlies, the way my schedule has been recently, but there might be something else beforehand. Stay tuned, join the Facebook group. Thank you to everyone who has liked, shared and subscribed so far, and please continue doing it, it really helps. Other than that, good luck with this. It's going to be a hard slog, but it's okay, you'll get there. Cheers.